Tonight on UATV, students are headed to the polls. See how the ballot is catching them off guard.
And find out how a campus visitor takes students back to World War II.
And one Halloween costume could be hazardous to your health. I'll tell you what you need to know to stay safe this Halloween. Live in Fayetteville, UATV starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to UATV News. I'm Callie Barkwill.
And I'm Sawyer Bussey. Thanks for watching. Well, with Halloween just days away, one accessory could make for an eye-popping costume, but it could also cost you your vision.
UATV's Lance Lloyd joins us live with the details. Lance?
Well, unprescribed eye-altering contact lenses have become very popular in the last few years to top off that Halloween costume. But what you might not realize is many of those contact lenses on the market are in fact illegal. Dr. Coates at Arkansas Eye Care says that they could even cause permanent damage to your eye.
Those contacts aren't made in a factory like the prescription ones that you may get to help you see better. And so we can run into bacteria in the solution that are on the contact lenses. And then once you put them on, if they don't fit you well, those contact lenses can do some real damage.
Now, some of that damage can range anywhere from a viral or bacterial infection to even blindness. Now, doctors also say that you want to stay away from contact lenses sold at Halloween shops or online altogether. Reporting live in Fayetteville, Lance Lloyd, UATV News.
If you wish to safely get a pair of colored contacts for Halloween, always make sure it's prescribed by your doctor.
Not all illegal costumes are as subtle as colored contacts, though. The scary clowns that have caused uproar across the nation have police in Northwest Arkansas worried about safety this weekend. UATV reporter Sky Farrell tells us how some students are changing their Halloween plans.
Creepy clown sighting phone calls are pouring in at police departments across Northwest Arkansas. In one night alone, there were more than 5 clown sightings reported across multiple cities. Students at the U of A say at this point they're scared to be alone.
I'd have to go with somone else, not be by myself. Up until now, I'd say I'm comfortable walking around campus at dark, at night, but it definitely makes you more aware of your surroundings.
Fayetteville police say they've avoided specific warnings about the clowns to prevent a panic. But Corporal Dallas Brashears does suggest playing it safe this Halloween.
We would discourage anybody from dressing up as a clown, going to public places, and intentionally trying to scare or surprise someone. Again, that's just a good way to get yourself hurt. People are easily excitable. We have people who carry weapons, and if somebody feels threatened by somebody doing that, whether they intended to harm or not, they got to be careful about getting themselves hurt, dressing up, like a clown and trying to scare people.
Even though Halloween should be a time of fun, students may be staying home this year.
Probably stay in, especially if there's clowns roaming around. Probably stay inside.
Maybe I won't go outside for Halloween, but just play it safe.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of clowns. That's why I'm staying inside.
Police say students should never hesitate to call 911 if they feel in danger. But despite those fears, many aren't letting clowns scare them away.
That's right, and students are celebrating the holiday early this year. UATV reporter Clarissa Bustamante spent the day on campus finding out what they'll be up to this Halloween weekend.
Thanks, guys. Earlier today, I was talking to students at this Halloween store right behind me, and they gave me a little bit of insight on what's going on this Halloween.
With graduation coming up, U of A students will be making a very important decision: what they're going to be for Halloween. Some students don't have a plan.
I haven't really decided what to wear. I'll probably just figure it out last minute.
While others know exactly what they're going to wear for the occasion.
I'm going as Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation. I'll wear a Russian-style hat, the one that flips up right here with fur on it. I'll have a white robe on and then some black dress shoes.
We are going to dress up as a purge, and we have a little Halloween party that we're going to go to on Sunday night.
This year, Halloween falls on a Monday, so students say they have plans for the whole weekend.
I'm probably going to go party or whatever.
Have a good time, of course.
Yeah.
I am going to a law school function, and I'm going to be a witch. I might trick or treat. I might put this back on and run around and trick or treat and take some candy.
We're going to go to some haunted houses on Thursday night, which will be fun. And then me and my friends are going to try to do pumpkin carving and going to a pumpkin patch sometime soon.
In the craziness of college, Razorbacks are still taking time to get spooky.
Well, Halloween is still 5 days away, so you still have time to get that costume you've had your eye on. Reporting live from Fayetteville, I'm Clarissa Bustamante.
Thanks, Clarissa. While most students are excited for weekend events, some are celebrating all week long. They're taking a study break to spend the week trick-or-treating, carving pumpkins, and dressing up with locals in Northwest Arkansas. This morning, the Botanical Gardens hosted a costume parade for families in the area with live music and trick-or-treating around the property. Then later this weekend, a circus comes to town called the Halloween Hootenanny, and it's hosted by Arkansas's first and only late-night horror host. These are just two of the many events planned in Northwest Arkansas, but one event brings a local favorite to a close.
Many are sad to see the Bentonville Farmers Market come to a close, but to celebrate their last weekend, they're hosting a trick-or-treat on the square. They encourage everyone to come dressed in their best costume.
Most years, the Fayetteville Farmers Market also closes at the end of the season, but many U of A students will be happy to hear that this year it's moving indoors instead. The farmers market is moving because of the colder winter weather moving into Northwest Arkansas.
But the winter temperatures are coming later this year. I was sure hoping that after today's rain, we would feel some cooler weather.
Me too. I was really looking forward to putting those summer clothes in storage. But we'll be seeing 80-degree temperatures throughout the week. Let's go to Lauren Dedman to see what we can expect for this Halloween weekend.
Well, guys, Halloween is right around the corner, and we have perfect weather for all the little trick-or-treaters that are excited about the candy and getting dressed up. The current temperature right now is 69 degrees, and it's going to feel that way for the rest of the week. However, please do not forget that it tends to get a little bit chilly after 7:30, so I do advise you to always keep a lightweight jacket with you. And for the rest of the news, I will have the world weather. Thank you.
Thanks, Lauren. There were probably lots of umbrellas at the early voting stations today. UATV continues with election coverage tonight by talking about some of the issues voters will see on this year's ballot.
That's right. People in Arkansas will vote on 6 issues in addition to the presidential candidates, but many students are still unaware of what these issues mean. We join UATV's Kristen Ballou, who has more information about what issue 1 is.
Hey guys, so issue number 1 has to do with your city and county officials. And if you take a look at your screen, you can see that this issue has 4 separate parts. The first part is changing the term limit for the officials from 2 to 4 years. Next, it will prevent county officials from being elected to a civil office. The third segment is it will allow unopposed candidates to be elected without their name on the ballot. And last, it will define what infamous crime means in regards to who is not allowed to hold an elected position. So this is a lot for voters to remember, and it may be difficult for them to go into the polls and vote yes or no whenever it may be difficult for them to go into the polls when they know just a little bit about that information, but it may be even more difficult for voters who do not know nothing about it. So I was curious. I went around campus today to see how many students actually know what issue number 1 is.
So my name is Kristen Smith, and I am a African and African American Studies major along with print journalism.
I'm Andrea Cottle. I'm a finance and supply chain major.
Brian Smith, finance and real estate.
Nicholas Holt. I'm a graduate student in mechanical engineering.
Do you know what issue number 1 on the ballot is?
No.
No.
Issue 1. Man, we went over this in my econ class. What do I think issue 1 is about?
A vote yes will extend the term limits of our city and county officials to 4 years.
All right. Do you know what the other 4 segments of that issue is?
There was a lot to it, but that's the big one I remember. Oh, it defines infamous crime.
All the students that I talked to today assured me that they are going to do all of their research before going to vote in the polls. Live on campus, I'm Kristen Ballou, UATV News.
Thanks, Kristen. The policy for current term limits was established in 1992.
When UATV returns, the New York police mourn the loss of their own.
And what happened after a train ran off the tracks? UATV will be right back after this.